Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another vlog, or more specifically, a 24-hour readathon vlog. So, yesterday, someone had messaged in the Disney Channel Games readathon chat about how they wanted to do a 24-hour readathon because they haven't done one before. And I was like, I'm gonna join in. Today's December 5th, by the way. They didn't specify like what time it starts other than 10 a.m. So I'm just gonna go with 10 a.m. my time. And that's about 40 minutes from now. I'm just running a couple of errands, cleaning around the house really quick, getting a couple of things done, grabbing breakfast before we start. I'm probably gonna make some tea because my voice is kind of raspy right now. Throw a little honey and some lemon in there, try to see if I can figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, so the readathon goes from, oh, good morning, son. Hello. I see you're bright and early this morning. Yesterday it was pouring raining. And so basically that readathon starts 10 a.m. today and it goes on to 10 a.m. tomorrow, December 6th, which is Sunday. I think it's good because anyone participating in that readathon can get as much reading as they can in before DCG starts and then start DCG. So what I'm planning to do is try to finish A Song of Race and Ruin, or Bass and Ruin. Everyone just pronounces it differently. I'm on like 60, 70 pages in, and I have so much to do, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I just haven't picked it up yet because of schoolwork. So I want to get today to finish it. And then I want to read kind of a big deal. It's just an e-arc about a girl who basically she starts to read more books and she like physically goes into the world of the books. And I thought that was a really interesting concept, so I want to finish that. If you have already guessed, I did fail the 24-hour readathon that I was doing. Yeah, so I did read, but I didn't finish anything. I only managed to read like 20% of one book and like 10 pages of the other book, and then I got distracted, so. The Disney Channel game starts today, and so I decided to combine the vlog for 24-hour readathon from yesterday and today to the Disney Channel Games readathon, which is today to the 8th. I'm doing 5 vlogs, one vlog for each 3 days because each challenge is in a 3-day time span. It is the alphabet Goop challenge, and that is randomly generate a letter and read a book starting with that letter. I got S, which you will see in my TBR video. I put a little recording in there. For the next 3 days, I'm going to prioritize reading Six Goodbyes We Never Said. It is pretty short, but I do have finals this week, so I guess we'll have to see. I didn't finish this, but I will be reading this throughout the week and next week, so there's an extra book. And then kind of a big deal, I'm 50% of the way through that, and I'll also be reading that throughout the next week and this week. And then the challenge is use books to spell out a word, which I did already do, and then I forgot to record it. I was watching YouTube while doing it, so I put the photo in here. I should have recorded it. I don't know what I was, but I did it in here. And there's a all-day reading sprint to kick off the readathon starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Central on Mayor's channel. Alright, so I realized I haven't done an update in a while. At least I don't think I've done one for today, so let's do one now. I'm sitting on the floor, which is weird because it's been a while in this like angle. I used to film like right here or on my bed all the time, and now I'm at my desk. I just want to sit here because I don't know, I just felt like sitting here. So I just finished Kind of a Big Deal by Sharon Hale, and I'm conflicted on whether or not I want to rate it an average 3-star or if I want to go to a lower 2.5 or maybe 2 stars. I'm writing the review on NetGalley, and I'm gonna copy and paste it over to Goodreads or whatever, or have it do it itself. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't do it, but anyway. I don't know how I feel. Like, I feel like for my enjoyment level, I was enjoying it up until about 60-70%. But there were a good 10% that I feel like could have been chopped out because it felt a little dragged on or repetitive. And then the last 20-30%, it was like, what is this? It just felt like a whole lot for no reason. Felt different than the first chunk of the book. And I also felt like the resolution or the character, you know, learning that she's wrong in her ways wasn't really believable. So, Kind of a Big Deal is basically about a girl named Josie Pye who, some point in her high school, she peaked. She was popular, everyone loved her, she was great, and she decided to leave high school, go to New York, and attempt Broadway. But unfortunately, she did not get that Broadway role that she was really looking for, or any Broadway roles for that matter, and she kind of, you know, flopped. At least in her words, she flopped. And so now she's in Missouri. I don't know what that is. It might be fake. Who even knows? And she's nannying for this lady who's rarely ever home, and so she's basically babysitting, nannying for this little girl named Mia. Yada yada yada. Great. That's a storyline that you barely see. That made me mad because I felt like if that was supposed to be a big thing or really important, you should have showed more of that, especially towards the end where you could, not towards the end, but like towards like the last 50% where you could see, where you would expect the things going on with the main character to affect the girl she's nannying. You don't really see a lot of it until like the last 20%, and then it's resolved in 2 seconds, and I was kind of just like, great. Anyway, so she's nannying for this girl. And one day they're walking past the bookstore, and there's like this saying that they have is like, if you see a bookstore and you don't walk in, it's bad luck. I never heard of that saying, but okay. So they decide to go in the bookstore and they meet some people, blah, 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 blah. And she picks up these random reading glasses because she can't, I guess she tried to read a book to see if she wanted it and she couldn't see. So she got these glasses to use it. And then so later on when she tries to read the book, she uses the glasses and she gets sucked into the story. And so whenever she reads, she gets sucked into the story, like she gets put into the story as the actual character. That's basically the whole premise. She's sucked into the world of these books as the character and living life as those characters and really loving that life because that's the perfect life that she really wants in the real world that she considers that she does not have or she's lacking. I really like the premise of this because I think it'd be cool to go into the world of my characters or my books. But I felt like the execution of some of this was kind of just Like there were certain books she would go into and I was like, I'm here for it. Other books she would go into and I just didn't really care. And then also I noticed that certain characters in each of the books she visited were very repetitive characters. Like it was just same character over and over. And also I just felt like I didn't feel like she was really learning anything. She's supposed to be gradually learning that what she felt and believed and whatnot before was wrong and she should do better by herself and other people and things like that, and you know, character growth really. I felt like she didn't have that. I felt like it was more kind of forced, or you're told that like, oh yeah, she's growing now, but it didn't feel like she was. It just felt very unbelievable. And towards the end when everything was like, you know, and towards the end when everything was like perfect with, you know, glitter and stars and happy ending and ooh, happy living after, I was kind of just like, that's it? And then the ending, like, main conflict towards the end, I want to say about 70-80%, we were like this big huge fight scene and I was like, what's this? What is this? It went from, like, it was getting good. When they figured out who the villain was and all this stuff, I was like, oh snap. Oh snap. And then the fight scene, I was like, oh. And And after that, it just went downhill for me. Okay, am I crazy in like some of this? And then there's one page where she's like thinking and reminiscing on things that happened in the past, whatever. And there's a line, oh god, what'd he say? She's like thinking about what one of the characters said. What'd he say? It was like, she's very accidentally ethnic or something like that, and she could very easily pass for multiple races or something like that. And I was like, huh? I was like, hello? Did I read that right? So I had to read it 2 more times. I sent a screenshot to my friend, and she was like, wait, why is that okay? And I was like, wait a minute. I mean, the next paragraph, like, the character is thinking, and she's like, oh, I'm just not realizing how problematic that is. And I'm like, and so I feel like if the author is really trying to make a key point here and, like, put some commentary or talk about such an important subject like this, I feel like it shouldn't have been kind of randomly placed like that, because I feel like it should have been gradually added or hinted at towards the book. And if it was, I completely missed it. But personally for me, that just felt kind of random. And then it only lasted like 3 paragraphs, and I was like, oh. Okay. So I don't really know what was going on with that either. So I don't my favorite character was the girl that she was nannying. Everyone else I could care less. Like, I honestly just could not care. I really liked the little girl that she was nannying, but you only see her for like 10% of the book because she's here and then she's gone, and she's here and she's gone. And I'm like, how are you nannying for this girl for almost every single day of your life, and she's never in the dang book? So I think I'm gonna give it 2 to 2.5 stars. And I'll have to find a different NetGalley book to read, because I'm trying to read one NetGalley book a month next year, but I also want to read some now just to like speed up the process. I have like 1,700 books on NetGalley. Whoops! I don't know, that made me angry. That kind of just, the whole book had me kind of, and I guess it makes sense now because when I started it months ago, I put it down and never got back to it until now. So I guess now it makes sense, like, I put it down for a reason. Typically when I put a book down, there's a reason for it. It's either I'm incredibly busy, I'm in a slump in general, or I'm a slump for a certain genre, or the book is crap. And so far, the book is crap. Just crying over a book. So I finished 6 Goodbyes We Never Said. There's a whole lot of tabs in there. I haven't decided between a 3, 3.5, or 4. It's definitely not a 5. It feels weird to place out a 4. It doesn't feel like it fits there, or doesn't, like, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. But also feel like a 3 is too low. So I think I'm gonna go with 3.5, which is weird because I don't do half stars very often. This has a lot of green tabs for a lot of quotes and lines that I really liked. A lot of purple tabs for character information. A whole lot of pink, yellow, and blue because of a lot of the things going on with the characters. This was very character based, very character development based. Not as much plot. It was just a whole lot of characters and emotions and thoughts and feelings and frustrations and internal struggles and mental health and mental illness and grief, and it's just a lot. And this just hit. I cried up like the last 150 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna write a review tomorrow morning so I can get this vlog up. I made a mini TikTok vlog, so if you want to see that, I'll leave the link down below. I'll also post on Instagram, and I'll leave the link that down below. So that's the end of this challenge. I'll see you guys in the next vlog for the second challenge. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.